everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for over 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, starting a fashion business, starting a ready-to-wear business, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes, once in a while, I talk about my life. So like I said, I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer. I make my designs and I sell my designs right here in my store, and that's what I've done for over 10 years. So here in today's video, I'll be talking about how to navigate your fashion business during a recession. I have run my business in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria to be precise. And if you live in Nigeria, I'm sure you would know what the economic climate is all about, how the supply chain is affecting a lot of things, how the inflation and cost of production of so many things have really skyrocketed over the last couple of months. And this might be alarming to some people, and they may wonder, how do I go about my business? What is the way forward? Some people have even considered shutting down the business altogether. So in this video, it's something that I'm just going to talk about. I'm going to talk about, some of the things that I am currently facing as a result of this economic downturn that we are currently experiencing, and how I plan to forge ahead, and things that I feel that would help people and encourage people to forge ahead in their business. Because if you're watching this video, you have already started a fashion business, you are already running a fashion business, and maybe you are just about to start a fashion business and you have a lot of question marks and you're wondering, what is the way forward? So literally everything has gone up in price. The cost of production has gone up in price. The cost of tailoring supplies, power, the cost of so many things has gone up in price. And you may be wondering, how do I go about this? And sometimes you may say, oh, I can't afford to increase my prices. If I increase my prices, people will not want to buy. People will not be encouraged to buy. And even some people may even be experiencing a reduction in business. Business has gone really quiet for a couple of weeks or even a couple of months. For some people who are just really starting the business, it might be a bit discouraging for you because you're beginning to wonder, what is the way forward? So let me talk about myself first of all. The current situation in the economy has really affected a lot of businesses, and my business is not excluded. And so many other businesses or fashion businesses are not excluded. The cost of production has skyrocketed. The cost of electricity, the cost of power has really gone up. The cost of supplies, the cost of fabric, the cost of, tailoring supplies, the cost of fabric, the cost of everything has literally gone up in price. And even rent has gone up in price as a result of the inflation. A lot of landlords are beginning to increase the prices of their rented spaces. You may look at this and you are wondering to yourself, oh my goodness, how do I go about this? How do I navigate this? For me, in 12 years, I have really experienced things like this a lot. And sometimes it is one of the most devastating things that can happen to a small business. But my experiences over the last 12 years, facing challenges in the economy, facing different kinds of setbacks, I have been able to learn how to move my business forward when I find myself in tight situations like this, even though this particular one is a peculiar one. So let's take, for example, power, electricity. If you live on this side of the world or you're familiar with this side of the world, we don't necessarily have fantastic power. So majority of the time, apart from us getting power supply from the electricity distribution companies. We have to provide our own or supply our own electricities for ourselves through the means of generators, inverters, solar panels, and the likes. And exactly a year ago, the cost of us being able to supply electricity for ourselves literally tripled, making cost of production very, very, very high, making it very, very difficult to have good and decent margins in your business or in what you are selling, the clothes that we are selling. You're finding that you're having to pay more money for electricity, you're having to pay more money for diesel, you're having to pay more money for petrol. And this has made people to think of alternatives to reduce cost. Some people have not been able to reduce their cost as a result of this, have downsized their whole business entirely, which is actually not a bad strategy. It's not a bad idea at all. If that is what's going to work for your business, working on a smaller scale than a very big scale is advisable, especially in the current situation that we find ourselves as a country. Then some people who have rented spaces where they, carry out their businesses or carry out some form of production or whatever the case may be. Some have their landlords who have increased their rents by certain percentages. I'm sorry, but landlords sometimes can be a real pain in the gut. Some of them are really, really greedy, and some of them are very compassionate. I have them in different ways within my business. I've had to deal with landlords in the last couple of years. In fact, in the entirety of my business, I've met some really, really fantastic landlords that are really, really good, that are, that have human feeling. And I've met some that are just literally very greedy, and they don't really care about your business. They just care about what they are just getting from you. And if your business is, doing well within their premises, they want to have a piece of the pie, and they're just willing to just suck the life out of you, literally. So when you have landlords like that, now is the time that you have to, go back to the drawing board and know what the objective of your business is or are, and then start to think about, how you can come to a reasonable and a sensible agreement with your landlords in terms of negotiating percentages of your rent if it's too much for you to pay. A lot of the time on this side of the world, with a lot of persuasion, it tends to work out. But if not, it's time to find other alternatives. Well, as you look for other alternatives, you have to find something that is sustainable and something that is affordable. Also, a lot of people are moving to online spaces. So people are doing their businesses online. But even if you're going to do your business online, you still need to have a landlord, because whatever it is you're producing it within somebody's premises, only if you're producing within your house, or you have people that you have outsourced to. And even people that you have outsourced to, they also have their costs, and they also have their landlords, and they also have their whatever the case may be. So now is the time to get on the good side of your landlord and start to look for ways to negotiate with your landlord. Some people even have landlords who want to kick them out so they can have new tenants, so that they can collect higher rents from them. Then we move on to customers. So because of everything that is happening, a lot of people's disposable income is not that much, and people's priorities are the basics, the essentials. And clothing, as much as, clothing is a very, very important aspect of life. People will always buy clothes. People will always need clothes. People that already have whatever it is they have already would want to make do of whatever they already have than, coming to buy new ones and things like that. Only if you make custom clothes for people for weddings and the likes. Yes, it's very true. People are going to cut back on their spending. But the thing is, just like I said, clothing is a very, very important aspect of life, and we all need clothes. So, and there are different kinds of clothing, and different people need different kinds of clothing for different things, different places, different events, different whatever it is the case may be. So people will always buy clothes. Now is the time to really analyze your business, really look at what it is that you're doing, really know who your target customers are, and really try to market to them. Marketing a business sometimes can be very expensive, especially if you're not doing it organically. This is a time where some people may say, oh, let me cut back on my marketing budget, or let me reduce my spending on my marketing because, things are a bit tight. No, now is the time to market your business. When you have identified who your target customers are, now is the time to market your business. Really market your business. Because the thing is that this fashion industry, especially in Nigeria, is extremely competitive. So many people are selling clothes, so many people are making clothes. And the moment you start, saying, oh, my business is slow, people are not really buying, let me not waste this money anymore, let me not this, let me not da. There are people that are there and, they're not pumping their brakes at all. They're just going to go ahead and keep on marketing their business while you are left behind. So you need to, keep on marketing your business as much as you can. And if you're thinking that, okay, the money I'm spending to market my business is a bit too much, I can't afford it anymore, now is the time to go organic. Organic marketing can be very slow. Actually, not even can be, it is slow. I can tell you that for free, but it is very rewarding at the end of the day. Now is to start to market your business organically, put in the work into the marketing, and you will definitely see results. You don't necessarily have to spend a ton of money to market your business. If you don't have the funds, there are ways in which you can market your business. Now is the time to look at your costs, overall cost. Look at where all the income leakages are. Look at where the things that are in your business that are running that are not necessary for your business. They don't necessarily have to be within your business. There are some people that just, they run businesses and they say, oh, God, as in, you know what? You go to some places or some fashion business, you see like 20, 30, 40 sewing machines, and they have so many tailors. And sometimes, if you are not making that money, you don't need it. Honestly, trust me. If you are not making that money, you don't need it. Sometimes you see some places, they have tons of sewing machines, and you just see maybe like 2 or 3 tailors. And I'm thinking to myself, why did you even invest in so many sewing machines in the first place? I always advise people when they start fashion businesses, they should start small. When you start small, you're able to understand the market, you're able to understand your customers, you're able to understand so many things about the business and things that you want to do within the business, and know how to come up with a strategy that would work for you. You see some people, they hire so many people within their business, they have this, they have that, they have cleaner, they have this one, they have that one, just so they can say, oh, I run a big business. These are what we call income leakage. When business is slow, when things are not moving the way they should move, even when things are moving the way they should move, because we are going through a strange time, you want to hold on to as much money as possible. You want to reduce your overhead, the ones that you do not need. You don't have to hold on to people. Now is the time to see who is performing and who is not performing. Who do I need? Who is contributing? Who is adding value to this business? The ones that are not necessarily adding any value, they can leave, they can go, you can let them go. Because a fashion business or any business, cash is king. You need to have money. And when I say money, I mean the business needs to have money that it is going to be operating on a daily, consistent basis. Not all of us are lucky to have, fathers or mothers or husbands or boyfriends that can support us or support our businesses. So now is the time to look for ways to keep money within the business to help the business go through a challenging time that we face in our economy. So my video for today is done. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I can't really say more than this because this video will be too long, but I just want to just give you, little bits here and there on how to navigate your business during a trying time or during a recession or during a slow period or a slow season within your fashion business. So I will see you soon. Bye.